Hi there and welcome back. In this video I want to illustrate how to use a COUNTA formula using two different methods. One by referencing a specific range of cells and the other by referencing a table column. So what I'm going to do first is use a COUNTA formula to count the number of cells in this column, which is the developer salaries. Let's say you want to make sure that you develop the right amount of checks for all of these individuals. So what I'm going to do is, the first thing to do I recommend is just remember this top cell, which is E4, and the end cell, which is E239. The reason for this is that otherwise you have to go ahead and select the whole column, and even if you do shift command or shift control to select all, it'll stop at the blank cell. So what I'm going to do is open the COUNTA formula and put E4 to E239, and it's selected that cell. We can see what the range is right there, and it counted them. Now what I would do and recommend is that you lock both the column and the row, and it counted up to 160. So there are 160 entries in this column. I cross-checked by copying, just doing a manual count, and copying this whole column into an extra sheet, and it gave me up to 160 as well. And that's how you can count the number of entries from a specific range. Now, what I prefer to do is to reference a table column, and the reason for this is because if I go ahead and enter another number right here, let's say I put just 175,000, this number won't change because the formula is specific to the range that I indicated, which is E4 through E239. Now let's go ahead and do a count formula instead that references the table. And I have already inserted a table here, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the column header. What I want to do though before I close this formula is delete this. It's just identifying that it's a header. And once you see that the cells are highlighted, then you may go ahead and close the formula. And it also gives us 160. Now let me go ahead and illustrate what I meant about the extra entry. So let's say that Bungie Studios wants to pay Joseph. There's no receipt, it'll be a developer salary. I'm just going to go ahead and enter the same number, and this number is automatically updated. The same thing can be applied here and for the rest of the columns, and it will give us the count of the cells that have entries in them. And close, and 151. And we can go ahead and enter the rest of them, and it'll give us the numbers as well. I hope that this was useful for you.